Hey guys, it's Ming here from Sigma School. Welcome to the Last Mile Developer Program. I'm here to teach you how to be that 10x developer. So why did we do this course? Well, ultimately, I felt personally that there was a lot of developers graduating from universities, but none of them were really qualified to take that top job, to be industry ready, to really jump into a company and really do great work. The reason why it's so tough is because it's just not easy to be able to create systems on your own. You need to understand design principles. You need to understand why software is the way it is. You don't just need to know what to do, but why we do something this way. Why is code created this way? Why are applications deployed this way? How do CTOs and how do tech leads think about certain software? It is very important to understand the why. Don't just do something for the sake of it. Learn and understand why someone did it. What are the reasons behind it? I think when you want to design good systems, it's really just knowing the best practices out there. No one can tell you for certain what to do. Oftentimes in software, there's so many ways to do so many things, but you have to figure out why something is so important to be done this way. It's very important to learn about that. This course is really aimed for people who just want to be a software designer, a software architect, maybe a future tech lead. It's for people who truly want to understand what it takes to build great software, not just doing software and doing web applications, but how to do it faster, better than anyone else, how to 10x your growth. That's important. The reason why we are different from other people is because this program is teaching you what no other program out there is teaching you. It's not teaching you how to just become a software developer, but a software designer, a software architect. This program is aimed at anyone out there who has the basics of software, right? You need to know your fundamentals, you need to know your algorithms. It's not aimed at total beginners. It's aimed at people who have already done some systems, done some programming, but want to just move to the next level. It's more like aiming to your fresh grads, people who have already graduated from a computer science degree, or people who have been learning programming for a year or two. This program would suit you. So this program is broken down into 3 steps: front-end, back-end, and DevOps. And why we chose those 3 areas? Because those are the areas you need to know to be able to deploy a full application yourself. Front-end is of course the web application, the front-end side of things. The back-end is all the back-end logic and the server side of stuff. The DevOps is really a set of best practices to how you deploy and maintain software. So when you know all 3 areas, you can handle a full web application on your own without anyone else. You become what we call full stack developer. So in the program, when we look at front end, for example, we look at best practices. How is front end designed? I don't just tell you what to do. I tell you why we do it. I teach you the ideas, the methodologies, the concepts to how something is being designed. I think it's so important to understand how it's being designed. So with front end, we look at state management, we look at component design, routing design. If you notice, I'm using the word design a lot. Design is very important in software because it gives you ideas to think about front end development. For back-end development, we look at how to structure your logic, how to design architecture around a back-end system. So back-end has its own unique sets as well as different front-end, but ultimately it's all about design. Finally, in DevOps, we look at CI/CD, we look at testing, we look at logging and monitoring. These are all standard operational matters that you need to know when running and maintaining a software. So it is very important for us to really think about these systems in place and figure out how to put them in software. The ultimate goal of this program is to get you that job. That's what we're here about, guys. Ultimately, is to get you the best jobs and best opportunities available. And what CTOs out there want to know is, what can you bring to the table? What's your knowledge about software? And unfortunately, university doesn't really equip all its graduates with the right mindset, the right thinking, or just the industrial experience needed by companies nowadays. We bring a lot of the best practices and ideas that we use in my work, in my company. We bring it to this course and we teach you what we do as a company. So when you go out there and talk to any other interviewer out there, they will be impressed by your industry knowledge that you have because you learn it from us and we are already doing it in practice. So who am I? Well, I'm currently the CTO of Sigma School and I've been doing software for the past 4 to 5 years. I'm building a lot of software systems and software projects for various companies and we learn as we go along as well. So I'm always constantly trying to figure out what's the best way to do software, how we do it faster, better, cheaper than anyone else. And so when I go through this journey, I want to bring you along this journey with me to learn together, to try and think better about software. You will not regret joining this program. I promise you this. The stuff you're going to learn from us is going to get you the job you want. It's going to make you a better developer. I promise you on this. Give us a try. Don't like it, cancel anytime. Ultimately, check us out. Give it a try.